Hey guys, in today's video, I would like to share some personal anecdotes, some stories that happened to me in the past year. Because if you follow along, I'm graduating recently and I'm kind of in the mood of doing some retrospection and see what could capture the entire journey of studying abroad experience. The first story is about homesickness or your attachment to home and your family. So this is a very common theme for people who go to a different city either for work or for study. But the special thing about studying abroad is it extends the distance either physically or mentally between you and your family. You have to consider time difference. You really need to figure out a time that works both for you and your family to communicate. And there are many other concerns like visa and your flight ticket. So it's just not convenient to go back home. So sometimes going back home is not an option. It's whether you could or you couldn't. And me personally, my homesickness is pretty manageable. I'm very used to being alone and living on my own. Nevertheless, there was one occasion that really struck me and made me realize homesickness did exist. I talked about this in my previous videos as well. During spring break, I went to my friend's home. She is an American. So one night we were watching a movie together. While I lied down on their couch, a feeling of comfortableness exploded throughout. I realized I haven't been feeling so relaxed for a while. It was like an aha moment for me. And you could discard all the anxiety, all the pressure, and just lie down and entertain yourself. So the feeling of being at home, being protected, the sense of security is really magical. And it is vivid when you get the chance to experience that. And the second story is about how you manage your emotion and your mental state. I remember very clearly it was a Wednesday. I was miserably sad after going through some difficulties. And as I walked back to my apartment, I saw a girl crying on the stairs at a crossing. And because I was in the same mood, I could relate to her emotions extremely. My empathy for that girl reached the climax, and I was debating if I needed to say something and ask her. And after hesitating for a while, I approached her and asked her, "Are you okay?" And she suddenly burst into tears. And I was like, "Oh, it's okay, I know. And she told me afterwards that she was a midwife and her patient died because of some reason, so she felt very sorry. So the point I would like to highlight here is, yes, you get support, you get people who stand by your side, but at the end of the day, you are the person who could give you the strongest support. And as young adults, as we go through the stages of becoming more mature, we really need to learn how to take care of our physical and mental well-being. And the third story is about security or safety. If you know the background information, there are numerous homeless people in the US, especially in the downtown areas. One day I was walking to a bus station, and as I approached the bus stop, there was a homeless who jumped out of the chair and tried to chase after me. She was even pretending she was going to beat me and even started to curse me. My interpretation was she was trying to scare me away and protect her territory at the bus station. Anyways, I was intimidated and I ran away. And there was a young couple who was driving to catch me up. They lowered the car window and asked me, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I was clueless in the beginning, but then I realized they were asking me if I felt safe. The guy said, "Oh, I was going to get out of the car and beat her," who is the psychopath, I would say. So yeah, I still remember their kindness. I felt very lucky. I felt very grateful. And the point is, safety is always the priority of any sort. You need physical security, mental security, financial security, security of any kind. And if you are in a foreign environment with more uncertainties, more like unpredictabilities, you really need to train your ability to protect yourself. Yeah, I think those three stories could cover most aspects of studying abroad experience. And if I come up with more, I would like to share in my future videos. Alright, this is the end of today's video. If you like it, please 一键三连, and I will see you in the next one.
小红书